This is day 21 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user really wants to see a love witch. A traveling consultant, she uses her magic to create a series of placebos for her clientele so that they can pursue love on their own accord and through their own means. When she was younger, she too had trouble finding love and tried to use magic as a means to achieve it. And after a series of failed attempts and self-reflection, she discovered that magic simply cannot fix or find love. And so, to allow others to find these answers for themselves, she creates a series of placebos with her magic so that she can assist them on their journey the proper way. This has been day 21, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 22 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user really wants to see a rhino beetle wizard. Half human and half beetle, he uses his strength to wield a gigantic tree stump as his wand for casting spells and for using as an offensive weapon. Despite this, he primarily focuses on defensive weapon and bettering his durability for physical attacks and taking them head-on. Despite still being a kid, he has a lot to learn and will only get stronger in both physical strength and magical abilities. This has been day 22, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 23 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user really wants to see a strawberry witch. Living in a deeply secluded village, she uses magic to make the soiling conditions just right to grow her strawberries, which would otherwise not grow, and capitalizes on the incredibly niche market of being the only one with strawberries. Among other array of produce that she also uses her magic to help grow, the village thrives, and she has made quite a name for herself in this small, cozy town. This has been day 23, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with day 24. This is day 24 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user really wants to see a TNT wizard. Specializing mostly in pyrotechnic and explosive type magic, he is a work for hire who's usually brought on for various trades, including demolition, construction, and mining, and travels across the country in search of these small minor jobs. Very rarely will he use them in any sort of combat, as he tends to avoid people, avoid conflict, and usually just sticks with working a trade. This has been day 24, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 25 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user wants to see a ferret witch. Once the familiar to a dying witch, she would one day become personified and taught the ways of her teachings after many failed attempts to find an apprentice. Her master saw magic as something of fun and joy and wanted to bring that to others, and her ferret, who has a very joyful and playful demeanor, was the perfect successor in her teachings. After her passing, she would travel the world looking for an apprentice to carry on her teachings and to have as much fun and to show others the joys of magic. This has been day 25, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 26 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user wants to see a raccoon wizard. A traveling merchant and small-time artist, he likes to rummage through trash looking for various objects to create tiny magical trinkets, tiny sculptures, and to repair them, which he carries around in his bag and sells as he paroles through town to town. Among various objects, his favorite to collect are small tiny trinkets for his fiancée, as she has an obsession with shiny objects, and he is essentially giddy and happy when he finds them, knowing that she'll be very pleased. This has been day 26, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 27 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user wants to see a frog witch. Living deep in the Amazon rainforest, she uses frog's mucus to brew up various potions and cast spells that she uses to aid her in her studies and to survive the treacherous forests. In exchange for the mucus, she provides them with protection, teaches them various small spells in which they cast, and they have been able to grant the ability to speak through her magic. This has been day 27, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 28 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user wants to see an Egyptian pharaoh. As a young man, he longed for nothing more than to see his homeland prosper, and would gain that chance one day when visited by the Egyptian god of wisdom, Thoth. Through Thoth, he was able to gain high intelligence and cast spells, and would use these abilities to become a high mage of Egypt. Through the years, he would command armies and find ways of improving the livelihoods of his people and rise the ranks high enough to become pharaoh. As Pharaoh, he lived out the rest of his days improving the livelihoods of others and using his magic and wisdom to help everyone and to create a utopia. This has been day 28, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 29 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and this user wants to see a crow witch. Recently, a new hire at a prestigious school. Most of her days are now spent within the school's premise, tending to her students and studying the curriculum. Unfortunately, this leaves her little to no time for her favorite hobby of collecting shiny objects. However, all is not lost as her fiancé, a raccoon wizard, has taken it upon himself to collect various shiny objects for her while she's working diligently at the school. This has been day 29, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 30 of Drawing Witches and Wizards, and these users want to see a void wizard. After performing a botched astral projection spell using dark magic that was highly dangerous and forbidden, he would find himself trapped in a state of both physical and astral form, as his face is now engulfed by a void with an insatiable hunger and an endless vacuum consuming everything around him. Now, he wanders aimlessly with the mask that's the only thing keeping the world around him from being engulfed, looking for a way to change himself back. This concludes the Witches and Wizards 30-day challenge. I'll be back in a couple days as I have a ton of submissions and I want to go through those as well and make this a staple series. So I'll see you guys next time.